going.
Okay, there we go. That is working. That's all working here.
Mm-hmm. And okay, you're getting ready on that end.
Yeah, we're good now.
Wonderful. Good, and I think I noticed the Gmail notification. That's probably what that is. So we're good. And Zoom recording in 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Recording in progress.
Not negative 99 yet?
Not yet.
Well, typically it'd be the next number in, wouldn't it?
It would. It would.
So 0, then we'd go down to negative 1, 2, 3, etc.
Yes. That is true.
Unless we're in my books, then we go to negative 99. So here we are. We're going to play the intro.
Please and thanks.
We will hear Becky Coles bring us in. That's what we will be hearing.
It will.
Live from the Musa Slobodian Network studio, welcome to the Ali and McCara Show, part of the Musa Slobodian Network. The show where the hosts discuss technology, their favorite songs, the books they've been reading throughout the week, along with some friendly banter along the way. Here are your hosts, Ali Musa and McCara Slobodian.
Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2026. Back here for another Sunday show on the last Sunday of March. Can you believe it?
No, and it's an early show today.
It is a little bit early, yeah. About an hour and a half.
Yes. You know what? No, I honestly, where did the month go? That is the crazy thing.
I don't know. We say it every month, but this month I really, really don't understand it.
No, and funny enough, though, the year we're already like the third month into the year.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day before the panel, a quarter of the way through the year, technically.
Check out the panel if you missed it.
Please do. It was a really great one.
Of course, there will be a link to that in the show notes as well for Friday's show. So,
of course,
so please listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And another word, another sort of piece that we always want you to subscribe to the newsletters because, and we always say it,
we do. That's the first place the updates go.
Yes, and also it also helps for us because that way we know that you're out there.
Exactly.
Because on the website and through the website, or on the website, there's a section for subscribers. And we can see...
Right.
Pardon me?
I said that's right.
And so we can see who's following the show, who's following the newsletters. And, of course, if you have trouble doing that, just let us know, and we will manually add you in.
We would be happy to, of course.
And by the way, we have done that for some of them.
Oh yeah?
Yes. For a lot of the stuff, for a number of them, we've kind of gone in and done it because people who book sometimes will often miss that after they complete the booking, it takes them to the website.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's kind of like, well, so that's why we have the category piece in there, because if we have to add them in, because if we, in the event that we are to add them in manually,
Mm-hmm.
if there's only certain categories that they're interested in, we can add them to that category or to those specific categories only.
Right.
So in listener land, we want you to subscribe.
Yes, to the shows and to the network site, because there's
Yes.
weekly agendas that go up.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, it's great. Look, it's honestly, it's excellent that you're following on Facebook, and all the socials, YouTube, and the podcasting platforms. It's great, but it's not as easy to take a look at who's who's all out there. I mean, you can see the analytics, but but if you subscribe to the newsletters, we know you're out there because we want to know you're out there. We want to give you shout outs. We want to acknowledge you, and we want to know who you are. So we can give you a shout out.
Absolutely. We appreciate our listeners so much that we want to be able to acknowledge you and to show that appreciation directly.
Yeah, we want you to, so and reach out as well. If you and of course, if you have trouble subscribing, be sure to reach out. We will be happy to we are more than willing to and happy to add you in to all these newsletters, to all the newsletters.
Of course.
And we will give out our contact information for the shows at the end, and we'll also make sure that it's in the posts as well, so anybody can reach out if they have any trouble or any issues. They can reach out.
Absolutely, because that's
or you can
hugely
reach out
important
because it's important that you and actually, speaking of shout outs, we want to give a shout out today.
Okay, go for it.
We want to give a shout out to a new follower here, to Haley, and who's been following the show for a couple of weeks now, and want to give you a shout out, and I hope that you are enjoying the content, and it's always certainly a pleasure to have you on board as well. It's always a pleasure, and looking forward to providing more content as well. We also want to give a shout out here to Jeff Bishop as well, who's also following us and who has been for a while.
Awesome. Shout out to both of you.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, we appreciate you listening. And we also want to give a shout out to all of you in Listenerland today.
Absolutely. Just a blanket shout out to all of you, whether you're listening live right now, if you're listening later. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yes. Live's always the best, as we always say.
It is, but I could understand it this week because it was a bit of an earlier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
show.
Yep. Yes,
And
exactly.
if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already to listen live, please do that, because you can set your notifications so that you won't miss the streams.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And if you want to know the first place if you want to also, and also keep up with the newsletters, we will always provide you with updates there.
Exactly. Those are your two best bets. Facebook is great. So is the WhatsApp group if you want to engage there. Everything's posted there as well. But the newsletters and the YouTube channel are the two best options you have in
Yes.
terms of immediate updates.
Now, I'll be honest with you.
I thought we were always honest around
Oh,
here.
always. Always. If it's me and I'm a listener, if I'm a listener, while I'm following and keeping up with the shows on social, but the problem not the problem, but the thing about and there's a reason why we say this, that the newsletter is the best bet. We're going to add to our point.
Although you can see on social who likes things.
No, you can. But we're just about to add to that.
Okay.
On social, it's very easy to miss things. And if I'm a listener, and I'm going to go back to that here. If I'm a listener, although I'm I'm following the shows on social as well as the newsletters, I often on social I always miss them. And there's a reason for that.
And what's that?
Because on social media, regardless of what platform one is using, or multitudes of platforms, it's the algorithms that take over. So, if you're looking at your home feed, you will see at the top things that were posted a few days ago. At the top, and the first thing.
Sometimes, yes.
Almost usually.
Um,
Yes, almost usually.
I don't know. It depends to me on how often you check things, and I'm not advocating for constant checking of these things because that's its own sort of thing.
No, but that's what I always find. So for me, as I'm paying attention, there's a good chance I'm going to miss it. Now, sometimes you can check the notifications tab, and that will sort of give you an idea. But sometimes that's always not reliable either.
You can, and I think sometimes even you can set your preferences with the individual things you follow to have something be favorited in your feed, that it'll be more
Not as much.
reliable.
Not as much. Not as much.
Yeah, you can set your preference for
You
how
can, but
things...
still, it's still not as, it's still not the most efficient way of doing it. we could certainly sit here and say that I never check. Although we know that although we know, right? We know.
No, and I wasn't arguing that you never check.
No. This was a chance.
Not in the least.
That isn't true. We do. That's not true that we never check, because we do. We always check.
We do, yes.
But what we're saying is it's easy to miss things in all these algorithms and things like that.
It is.
So the best bet is to follow the newsletters.
And that is part of the reason, too, why the reminders are so frequent, in case you were
Exactly.
curious.
Yep. Yes, exactly.
So that things don't get lost in the algorithm. And of course, we still encourage subscribing to the newsletter, but just so you know that if you follow on the socials, there are a few reminders that come out before each thing that something's bound to pop up.
Well, that's another thing too, right? That's another thing as well. But also, too, because it's all kind of connected. So anytime, it's all kind of connected. But at what point does it kind of go? But then there's a point where it always kind of goes kind of into a different territory too, wherever it goes.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And even in the boxes, even in the inboxes, even there, it kind of goes forward as well.
It can, depending on how things are marked, and things get lost sometimes. Check your inboxes, everybody. This
Yeah,
is a
no,
little
I look, and
PSA.
honestly, for that
Even for the
stuff,
newsletters. Mm-hmm.
I will say, no excuses for not checking the inbox. And believe me, I know people that don't.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that.
Yes. Please, check your inbox.
A couple times a day.
Okay. There we go.
What do you say we go commercial free today?
We are going commercial free. Let's get into the book for today.
Let's do it. This was an interesting one.
It
Wonder of
was. Oh,
Stevie.
yes. We have to save our tech updates for next week then.
Okay. We will
If
save
there's
it for
time at
then,
the end,
but
we can go over it.
let's get into this and see where there'll always be time for tech updates, whether that's next week, we always add them in.
Okay.
But The Wonder of Stevie. What are your thoughts so far?
I found that, like, it just goes into all of this. It just goes into all of the, all of his, like, it goes into all his kind of most popular albums, and it's funny how it kind of started. It's interesting how it started out too, with that. He always had this. He always liked, playing his music. He always kind of liked playing. He always had this fascination with music. So that was something that, and I think that's what it seems like. That's what sort of went to his career, like got his sort of thing started.
Can I ask you too, because I know I didn't know this one going into it, and I'm curious if you did. Did you know that Motown was a label, a company, before reading this?
No.
So that was kind of an interesting piece too, because I always just thought it was a genre, and this is where the gaps in the knowledge are, because of course, no one knows everything, and it wasn't a side of things that I'd particularly delved into either, so there's that piece too. There's a lot of the background that's not even just to do with Stevie, it's the larger history.
Yeah, a lot of it didn't have anything to do with him. Some of that stuff. I mean, it did put some elements in from his sort of tunes, some of his popular stuff over the years.
It's cool to know that he opened up for the Stones at one time.
Yeah. Yep. And Yeah, and I mean, one of the like it's always like exciting. It's always interesting because how you find out like what you find out, and Wesley Morris, who's the author of this particular one, did a really good job.
And he's very engaging as a host of this.
Yeah.
You can tell so clearly that he is so excited to dive into this and so excited to talk to people about this and about Stevie's music that it keeps you wanting to listen because you're like, oh, this guy knows his stuff. He wants to share all of this and make people a little more able to appreciate the music.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes. So here's the skill test. Here's the top question, or the skill testing top question.
Okay.
Will we finish the book?
Would you like to answer that first?
We asked us first.
Okay.
Yes, we will. By the way.
Yeah, I will as well. It's an easy listen, and because it's in episodes, you can sort of drop in and out of it if you want to. So if we find anything that we want to pick up first in the meantime, or just kind of blast through this one, because really it's only about 6 hours. So it
Yes.
depends if you want to binge it or if you want to go episode by episode, but
Yes.
I
Yes.
absolutely will finish
Although
this.
binging is always fun, though.
Binging is very fun.
Although we already have next week's book picked out too, so maybe that'll be a start.
Do we?
Yes. But before we get into that, though, how did this come about? We're going to give a shout out to Ashlyn first.
We are, because this is how this came about, and Ashlyn first recommended this. So
No,
thank
the
you.
Wonder of Stevie.
Yes, the
No,
one with
yes.
Stevie.
But also we're going to give Ashlyn a shout out again for the
Oh,
next.
for next week's book. I see. No, it was also accurate for this one.
No, of course.
Because that's how I first remember seeing it, was somewhere that she had put it there and, sort of talked about it. And then, of course, on the Goodreads. Follow us on Goodreads as well.
Oh, yeah, that's another good place. But also here, yes. Now, if you're new to this, if you're new to the show, we are also involved with Textravaganza.
We are.
And we have a small kind of iMessage group going for that piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, I mean, certainly he really did does a good job with like covering everything in the book, like covering like, and he made it in like episodes. I like that too. Yeah. So, am I going to finish it now? Here's the other question: am I going to finish it right away? I'd like to, but not sure.
Yeah. It is one of those, isn't it? I'd like to as well, just to not only to get it done, because of course we do have other titles we want to get to, but it is a lot of fun.
It is.
So it'd be nice to kind of keep with the momentum.
Yeah. And there's a lot on my wish list as well that I want to get to.
Oh yeah, me too. A lot of things on the wish list, a lot of things on the Goodreads want to read.
Yeah, and even in the library as well. There's some stuff in my library that I want to get to too that I haven't gotten to.
Mm-hmm.
And but and that's something, you know what, over the next little while we will be able to do on the show.
We will, and I know of course you've got a whole stack, and so do I, just of my own things that I want to get into, maybe in between.
And we'll do that too.
Oh, we don't have to. I don't mean we'd have to like get into a lot of like my own personal
No,
things.
no. What I mean is we will do that as well on as well on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's kind of how these things will, and that's how certainly. But see, that's how some of these stem, though, right? That's how some of these come. They come from stuff that we've been, stuff we've kind of been wanting to read or want to read, and then we sort of then we work with it.
That, and I also love getting things and seeing what other people are reading and going, okay, this person is reading it, which
Yeah, I like
means,
that too.
like, especially if they're a good friend, where you're like, I trust this person's opinion. I would like to see what they've got going, and if it's something that I'm interested in as well, then
Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
added to
definitely.
that ever-growing list.
Yep. Yeah. And here's
There's
another
never a
side too.
shortage. hmm
Pardon?
There's never a shortage.
No. And here's another piece as well.
hmm
Here's another tip for the listener, for you, the listener out there. Read, 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 because that will exercise the brain, and I mean, depending on what it is, but
Well, I think regardless of what it is, it gives you something to engage with.
yes, it exercises your brain, and also it keeps the mind occupied. And then, after reading, after a book, do we know what you do?
What do you do?
Then you talk to people about what you read.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other best thing that you can do, is listen to us.
Yeah. And
We
if you've
always
read the
have
same
recommendations.
things, we do. And if you've read the same things as us, it's like talking to people about what you've read.
Yes. We got to give a shout out to all these avid readers out there too on our list. Ashland's one,
hmm
and Lynn Rawlings as well.
Yep.
Give a shout out to Lynn. And give a shout out to Lynn as well. She's an avid reader.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you know what? We'll shout out to you, Lynn, if you're listening here, and yeah, and always appreciate perspectives.
That's the biggest piece, right? Is
Yes.
when you're reading and when you're not reading, but reading is a good start.
Yes. Reading and just enjoy it. That's what you got. That's all.
Pick up things you know you're going to like, pick up things maybe outside of your comfort zone a little bit.
We knew we were going to say that, by the way.
Did we?
Yes.
Bringing back that little slogan. We knew we were going to say that.
Oh yes, we knew. We knew all along we were going to say it.
It is important, though.
No, it is. It is. But see, that's the beauty of something like the panels, because you get to read stuff that the panel wants. It may not be something you will pick up,
Mm-hmm.
but
give it a try.
yeah, you give it a try. And here's the other beauty of it. On these shows, on our shows, there's no rule that says that you have to finish it.
No.
If you want to give it to 1 star, you can do that. I'm okay with that.
Well, yeah, it's all very subjective. If you don't feel like, even if you do finish it and it's still a 1 star, that's your opinion.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with your opinion. We
No.
respect your opinion.
Yes, and everyone's got a right to have their own. You don't have to like what someone else likes.
Nope. 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 Well, hey, you know what? We have to give this tech update.
Okay, what's the update?
Unless we have more thoughts on the book.
I will say the one thing I would add that was kind of toward the beginning that made sense for why he was even doing this in the first place was when he kind of goes back to this anecdote of how he saw Stevie Wonder at first and how he compares it to if someone nowadays just saw the most recent or a newer song by someone like Beyonce and you don't know anything else, but there's this whole history behind it and this whole
Yeah, I
catalog
forgot
of
about that part.
work. It was a really good analogy and a very good thing to kind of hold it up to and say, okay, this is why we're doing this.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is the one thing I'd add because there was very little that I knew about Stevie Wonder other than the discourse, and maybe it's because of some of the because it seems like he likes to pull pranks a little bit. So, but I
Yeah.
always just knew this discourse of people debating whether he was actually blind or not.
Yep. Yeah, there was that too. Yep.
But please, let's go on to this tech update.
Yes. And we'll add some of our favorites to the playlist. Some of his favorites to the playlist.
Please, that'd be great.
Yes. Right on our favorite, right on our friend, the YouTube.
Yes.
So yes, so there are a few there are these tech updates. We have to give a shout out to another shout out to the to Appointlet customer service again for continuing to do a great job. And a shout out to Riverside Support as well for also doing a great job.
Ah, yes, we're gonna play with Riverside again.
That's right, yes. And the backpack folks. Actually, Ed from Backpack.
Shout out to all of you.
Yes, yep. And Zoom support, you guys are doing okay. You guys are doing okay as well.
They have done well when we've needed assistance, so.
They've done well. They've done okay. So, yeah, give them a shout out anyway.
Yeah. Well, they have helped out, so they deserve it.
No, they have. They have.
Just
I mean, it
because we
depends.
decided to go a little
Go
bit
ahead.
of a different way on things doesn't mean they didn't still do a great job.
No, but it depends, right? It depends though, right? Sometimes they do, sometimes it's okay, sometimes they do exceptional, sometimes they do okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes they do okay. And but certainly, you know, that we've got all these things at our fingertips. Listen, it's an exciting time here because we have access to all of these things and be able to be in studio.
Of course. There's a lot more where this came from coming up.
Absolutely, there is lots more where everything came from. Yes. Hey, did we? Hey, our we're almost up to our 1 year anniversary coming up for this show.
We are later next month. It will have been 1 year since we started this show.
And we're going to keep going.
We are.
We're going to keep going. keep bringing some content up. Keep on pushing the content.
No doubt.
We're content creators around here, and that's what we're doing.
Yes. Now, what is this book we were talking about for next week?
The book?
Yes.
The book. The book. Okay, so the book for next week. This has been in our library for quite a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it was actually yesterday's daily deal, which is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang.
Looking forward to getting into that.
Yes. That is the book that we would like to pick at next week.
Wonderful.
And it was a daily deal at one point, and now yesterday it came back as a daily deal.
That it did.
And I don't know. We honestly don't know how long it's been sitting in our library for.
It's all right.
But this is the beauty of this show. Now we get a chance to do it, to read it.
Yes.
And shout out to Ashlyn
Of course, always.
for coming up with this, for helping us come up with it.
Yes, thanks, Ashlyn.
Yes. There's a bit of an idea kind of going, so he said, why don't we read it?
Mm-hmm. It's been very popular for quite a while, so it'll be interesting to see what all the hype is about.
Yep, most definitely it has. Yeah, it's been popular for a while. Yeah.
Now, what else is coming up on the network, I wonder?
I wonder that too.
What about the Ali Musa Show?
All about podcasting, social media, why social media is important in podcasting. That is coming up with Jess Mosley on Wednesday, April the 1st, 2026. We are live at 7:30 p.m. on YouTube, as well as you'll be able to hear it afterward as well.
And that's no April Fool's joke.
Nope. Although April Fool's is only till noon, remember?
That is what they say.
Yes, that is what they say. April Fool's till noon. And we have some content coming up as well.
We do. Of course, we'll have the next show. Oh, it'll be an Easter show, in fact. Easter Sunday, April the 5th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here to discuss Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, as we just mentioned. And the following day, April 6th, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be joined here in studio by Jason Reynolds to discuss content creation, music, creativity, all the good stuff. And the following week, April 13th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be joined here by Richard Marion to discuss technology, AI usage, as we so often like to discuss here. We'll get into that as well. We love having these conversations about AI with guests.
And technology. He's also a big tech guy as well. So
Great.
lots of stuff to get into with him as well.
Mm-hmm. And there'll be another books panel near the end of the month. On April 24th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we will discuss Behind the Bench, Inside the Minds of Hockey's Greatest Coaches by Craig Custance.
And I think Sidney Crosby contributed to that one as well.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Yep. Uh, I wonder if that's even in my library. I think it is, but I'll have to check. Oh, if
I would
it's
be
not, I'll
very
get it there.
surprised if it wasn't.
Ah. Now, by the way, you know that I like my NHL and my MLB.
Yes, I do know this
You know this.
very well.
Yes, and if you're new out there in listener land, yes, that is the case.
Of course, there'll also be a Techstravaganza workshop on April 1st, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for that. The link is always in the show notes for the Techstravaganza website.
Don't even know what the topic. Can't even remember what the topic is this week.
Neither can I.
Well, we knew that. We knew that.
How did we know that?
We knew that.
Come on now, we remembered it last week.
Because we didn't mention the topic. That's how we knew that. Although we had a feeling, though. We did have a feeling. We won't.
We do sometimes remember to look beforehand, but not always.
No, yes, no.
But tune in for those as well if you want any assistive technology tips. It's a great place to find them.
Yes.
And a shout out to Sienna for running those.
Ah, yes, yes. Absolutely. Shout out to Sienna.
And you can get in touch with us because we promised our contact info. You can get in touch with us at the Musa Slobodian Network emails.